He tried to throw his wife off a cliff. And then when that failed, he tried to bash her head in, literally with a rock. Oh yeah, forgot to mention, he tried to do that on her birthday. Hawaii doctor named Gerhardt Konig was found guilty of trying to push his wife off a cliff and trying to bash her head in while on her birthday hike. And his wife is like a nuclear physicist or something like that, y'all. And he's a anesthesiologist. And they were living in Hawaii. And apparently he found some flirtatious text messages from another man in her phone, and he just snapped and lost his damn mind. He started demanding sex from her on every other day. We got to do it. You got to, yeah, of course. Like he lost his mind, but then he became homicidal. And let me go ahead and stop y'all right there. I know people going to say, well, Lee, if she was sending flirtatious text messages, isn't that narcissistic of her? That's definitely toxic on her end, right? Because she was not only was she sending the messages, she was deleting them, right? So they only saw some of the messages that were sent, but there were nothing sexual in nature. It was just smiley faces and things like that. But again, she deleted some of them, but he snapped. Like, how dare you do this to me? And instead of just divorcing her like a normal person would, he tried to take her life. And this is them right here. This is Gerhardt on the left, and this is his ex-wife, Ariel, whose head he tried to bash in with a rock. He snapped, y'all. I'm dead serious. This man snapped and tried to kill her. And then not only did he try to kill her, he confessed to his son about it, right? It said he put his head down and closed his eyes as the jury read the verdict. He was charged with second-degree attempted murder, but they only gave him attempted manslaughter or whatever the case may be. So it's a lesser charge, but he still got found guilty and faces up to 20 years. And the extreme emotional disturbance part is kind of boggling to me, because it seems like the jury said, yeah, he tried to kill her, but it's because of her. Like, he snapped because of her actions. That's what I get from it right there. And that just seems like, because attempted murder, you go to jail for longer, right? But attempted manslaughter, that's like a lesser charge. So they said, hey, you're guilty of this, but it's because of something that she did. And in toxic relationship dynamics, they're always trying to find a way to put it onto the victim. Now, I'm not saying that this is exactly what happened, right? Because he still is going to jail, but he's going to get out of jail earlier. I think simple fact that he's going to get out of jail earlier based upon extreme emotional disturbance. Because it's crazy right here, y'all. They said extreme emotional disturbance. And she testified, right? And she said that he tried to pull her down, like tried to pull her to the edge of a steep cliff and tried to push her off, but she fought back. And he tried to stick her with a syringe. She smacked the syringe out of his hand, and then he started hitting her with a rock. And two women just happened to come up on them while he was beating her head in with a rock. And then he took off running. They saved her. And then he also testified in his own defense and tried to say, oh, she tried to push me off the cliff. No, he's bigger and stronger than she is. He said she pushed me off the cliff, but she also, not only did she do that, she also hit me with the rock first. Like, he tried to put it on her. Like, she was like, an attorney in this case, his attorney tried to blame her for everything. She's untrustworthy because she sent flirtatious text messages and whatnot. She's untrustworthy because she sent flirtatious text messages, so she made him snap and whatnot. And I get it too, y'all. I think that most defense attorneys are narcissistic in some way, shape, or form, because you have to have a lack of empathy to go out there and try to paint, even though you probably know your client is guilty, to try to paint the actual victim as the aggressor. She cheated. She been texting everybody else, so why would y'all believe that she wouldn't try to kill my client? Right? She's a liar. She's unfaithful, and everything she's saying is untrue. So yeah, right. So I think most defense attorneys are narcissistic to some extent. And the crazy thing about it is, his own son came to court and testified against him. His own son said, "Hey, my dad called me and said, hey, I'm sorry, I just got caught trying to kill your stepmom, and I'm about to go take my own life. So take care of your brothers and sisters, take care of your brothers and sisters, because I'm going to jail. I'm not going to make it back." You see it right here. It says Emil testified against his own father on March 31st and told the jury that Gerhardt called him immediately after an attack and said he had tried to kill Ariel and that he was going to jump off a cliff. Right? Gerhardt also told Emil that Ariel had gotten away after he attacked her. Emil told the jury, referring to his father as the defendant. Yes. So Emil, who is the son of Gerhardt, but not the son of Ariel, that's his son from a previous relationship, still lives with Ariel now. He still, even after this all has happened, Emil, the son, lives with the stepmom, the stepmom that his dad tried to kill, and he testified in court against his dad. Hasn't spoken to his dad since, right? And everybody, Gerhardt tried to get up her and say Emil just misheard him. He's mistaken. I didn't say I was going to try to kill her. I said she's trying to. They're going to think I tried to kill her. Try to gaslight the jury. These narcissistic defendants are something else, right? They're something else. They're crazy as hell, right? I found a video where he's talking about his wife tried to push him off the cliff. Like, he's blaming her. He's like, well, we were hiking, and she brought up the affair while we were hiking, and then she tried to push me.
And then
listen,
I felt like a shove, okay. And I was almost pushed over the edge. Okay.
He felt like a shove, and his tiny wife almost pushed him over the edge, even though it was his idea to take the hike on this dangerous ass course. So he's like, this is what happens when you deal with narcissistic people. Because this is narcissistic. To get on the stand and try to say, hey, everybody is wrong except for me. The 2 eyewitnesses that saw me hitting her in the head with a rock, they are wrong. My son, who said I called and testified, who I confessed to, is wrong. My ex-wife, who I was beating and try to push off the cliff, she's wrong. But you know who's right? Me. This is a narcissistic mindset. This is a toxic mindset. This is how narcissistic people think. When I first started watching this trial, I knew that he was going to testify. I 100%, I knew he's going to, like, this man going to testify. There's no way the hubris and the ego that this man had because he's a doctor, there's no way he doesn't testify. He got his ass up her and tried to say, oh no, she brought up the affair. She tried to kill me because I was holding her accountable for her affair. Huh? She tried to push me, right? Look at this smug look on his face. Like, look.
Okay. Who shoved you?
Ari did.
Ari, my wife shoved.
What did you do right after that?
Barely caught myself and turned around and looked at her and was like, what the fuck was that? Like,
okay. Turned around and it was like, what, like, was like kind of in shock. Like, what the fuck was that?
Yes.
Okay, and then did you move towards her?
Yeah, I did. I was like, just asking her, like, you know, what was that? And started walking towards her. Because at this point, she was like 5 or 10 feet away from me.
Okay.
So listen to this. He felt the shove, immediately catches himself, turns around, and now she's 5 to 10 feet away from him. And instead of just like thinking, oh, she's trying to kill me, I need to get away from her, I need to take off running, he approaches her. And then he said, oh, she spun around and pulled me. She pulled me on top of her. And then she started grabbing my testicles. And then she hit me with a rock. And so I took the rock and started beating her in the head with it. I only hit her twice in the head with the rock. Like, that's her fault. Like, I was just defending myself against my lying, cheating wife who just randomly started thinking that I'm going to do this. No, but this is a narcissistic mindset, y'all. This is how narcissists think. And of course, he didn't think he was actually going to go to jail. But for me, this is it's good that he's going to jail, but it's a win for him because he's going to eventually get out. Now, this is after the closing argument, but look at his face. He's like, he just thinks he's going to get off with the lies he got up there and told. And this is why it's so super narcissistic. Yeah, he'll get out of jail. I think he's already been in jail for like a year. But for me, I think this is a win for him because he gets to get out earlier than what he thought. Because I think second-degree murder comes with like a life sentence where they are. Or you could get a life sentence. You get something to life. But now the max is 20, which you probably get, right? But who knows? He said he planned to kill his wife and whatnot. He claimed self-defense. Konig had a backup plan and backup plans for murdering his wife because they said he bought a syringe, but they could never find a syringe and all the other good stuff, y'all. But this is narcissistic in and of itself. Everybody is wrong except for Mr. Gerhardt Konig, for Dr. Gerhardt Konig. I don't know if he might get a medical license strip because he's going to jail, but who knows, y'all. What do y'all think about this right here and this type of content going forward with me? This is not going to be the only type of content. I'm still going to do narcissist videos, of course, but I'm going to start doing these breaking news type of stuff as well because he got found guilty. I knew he's going to be found guilty, and I also knew he's going to testify because I think that's narcissistic in and of itself. And I'll be watching these court trials anyway, so I'm like, let me just start doing it. I might start reacting to the longer ones and whatnot as well. But hit the subscribe button, y'all, and I'm out. Peace.